Good morning, everyone. This is Kendall Askins from Stimulating Minds. Askins Stimulates over on Instagram, joining you another morning with another gem to drop and wanting to jump right into it. So this morning I wanted to talk to you guys about clearing your minds. And I shared with you that I do my different devotionals and had been having different conversations with people. And one of the devotionals was around toxic thinking, and we've spoken about this before, right? Our toxic thoughts, and it's not just how we think, but it's the things that we're allowing to be poured into us, either from what we're listening to or what we're watching as well. Even something as much as I want you to pay attention to the conversations that you're having. What conversations are you entertaining, right? What are you sitting with people and talking about? Is it gossiping? Is it talking about other people? Are you talking about who didn't do something? Or are we speaking about things that are helping people to grow or helping us to grow? What kind of conversations are we entertaining? And there's a scripture, and I'm not going to be able to quote the entire scripture in this moment, but it's in Philippians. I think it's Philippians 4:9, and it talks about thinking on things that are true, noble, excellent, praiseworthy, respectful, right? And it says, and it lists a bunch of things like that, and it says, think of these things. And that was very powerful for me because it talks about where our minds should actually be, right? When you think about the thoughts that come into your mind on a daily basis, even on an hourly or on a minute basis, are they things that are noble, respectful, excellent? Like, what types of thoughts are going through your mind? And so this morning I want to talk about just clearing your mind out, right? Take a moment, sit in it and clear it, and then really filter the types of thoughts that you are allowing in your space, because those thoughts are going to shape your perspective. And the other thing is that when you have those negative thoughts that come into your mind, what you want to be reminded of is that those are not thoughts of God, I will say. Those are the enemy, right? Because God is not going to plant in your spirit or in your mind things that are negative, or in a negative manner. So even when you're thinking about, like, I used to have to check myself on how I thought about myself, right? Maybe I thought I wasn't filling a task a certain way, or I thought I wasn't doing something good enough, or I looked down on how I was participating in something, right? And I had to realize, like, wait a minute, there's a different side to that. Like, I had to shape my perspective of how I was thinking about how I was showing up in the world, knowing that, you know what, I'm doing the best that I can, or maybe I want to do even better, but it doesn't mean that I'm not good enough, right? And so shaping the perspective and looking at how that thought is showing up is very, very powerful. So I want to encourage you to really be intentional and pay attention to your thoughts and clear your mind. Clear your mind of those negative thoughts, because those thoughts are shaping your perspective of the world. And if you're noticing that you're having a perspective where you're not feeling fulfilled, or you're not feeling joy, or you're not feeling like, that you really are happy in how you're moving every day, it probably has something to do with the thoughts that are going through your mind. So if you take those thoughts, a powerful activity that I had to do this week was identify the toxic thoughts that were in my mind. So I came up with two very powerful toxic thoughts that I realized were on repeat in my mind, and I wrote them down. And writing them down, I was able to almost bind them, right? And say that, like, no, these are not true, and let me figure out how to shape this in a manner that is helpful and allows me to be able to move forward. So what toxic thoughts do you have? Write them down. Maybe you want to share them out, and we can get talking about those thoughts, and maybe we can talk about how to shift the perspective. So I hope this video gave you something to think about. Let's clear our minds out this morning, and let's be intentional with how we're showing up, guys. I will see you back here next week. If you like this video, please make sure that you like, subscribe, share this out, send some stars. All right, guys, bye.